I would like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network, live on YouTube, PS4 Live, Facebook. Today we are continuing. We're continuing the last part of the NBA playoffs 2018. We're going to do games 3 and 4, which I think will be very great. And if you like the channel, hit the subscription button, hit the bell so you can be notified for new content. Also, check out my Facebook page, Joe Price Hall of Fame, which is an exclusive championship Facebook page that has playoff championship content from the past and current. Let's look at the playoff bracket and see what's been happening around the league in this first round NBA playoff. Western Conference and Eastern Conference. Let's see. We'll go to the bracket and see what's happening. All right. See what's happening over there. New York Knicks, top. Cleveland Cavaliers winning the series. Okay, the series. All right. So they had the 4-3. Let's see. Okay. Winning the series 4-2. New York Knicks wins. Let me see. Hold on. New York Knicks. Okay. Let me see. All right, so we're looking at. All right, so we're looking at the bracket, and I got something else. I got something else for you. All right, we're looking at the bracket. Okay. So New York Knicks. You look on the right side of your screen. New York Knicks tackle Cleveland Cavaliers 4-2 in the first round. The Knicks will move on to play the winners of Philadelphia Sixers and the Bulls. All right. Of course, Sixers, we lead the series 2-all. Then we go down and look on the right, Toronto Raptors and the Washington Wizards. Toronto leads the series. They won the series. They had a 4-0. 4-0 on Washington. Okay, so Toronto moves on. Then we have Milwaukee knocking off Boston. Milwaukee winning the series 4-1. All right, Milwaukee Bucks will move on to take on Toronto Raptors. Okay, Milwaukee being the number 2 seed, Toronto being the number 4 seed. So this is your playoff bracket just on the right-hand side of the Eastern Conference first round playoffs. Now let's look at the left. Golden State, of course, tackles New Orleans Pelicans. We knew that. Golden State was going to win. We got a second special game coming up soon in the second round. Sacramento, 4th seed, will be taking on the number 1 seed in the West. Golden State, of course, Golden State's the favorite. There's no question. But we can always have upsets. Upsets do happen. All right. So Sacramento knocks off Utah Jazz, who was the number 5 seed. Sacramento being number 4 seed. Congratulations to the city of Sacramento. We move up to Golden State. The Warriors knock off Pelicans 4-1. Sacramento knocks off Utah 4-3. Congratulations to the city of Golden State. We move down. Phoenix Suns, OKC. OKC wins 4-1. Phoenix Suns was the 3rd seed. OKC was the 4th seed. Congratulations to the city of OKC. Houston Rockets taking on Minnesota. Houston wins 4-2 on Minnesota. Houston being the number 2 seed, Minnesota being the number 7 seed. Congratulations once again to the city of Houston. So there you have it. Here's your playoff bracket for the NBA season 4, 2018 on Devin Smith. And there's been a lot of games going on. I've had a lot of games going on of all different teams playing each other throughout the league. You can find it on my channel as well. All the different teams who were playing, over the last couple of days. So now all the teams are pretty much played out. We got 8 teams that went home. 8 teams. I think what is it, 16 teams in the West, 16 teams in the East. So I think we have 8 teams that went home and 8 teams that stayed on both conferences. Okay, East and West. So now we got 8. I think we got 1, 2. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 4 teams left from East to West. All right. So we're gonna get this underway. So now we're gonna go into the last Two games, games 3 and 4. Philadelphia Sixers at Chicago. Sixers lead the series 2-all. So let's get on down to it. Let's get it.
It's the Eastern Conference Playoffs, and this is Game 3 of the first round on EA Sports. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Seated next to Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Sixers coming into play. They held their ground in the first 2 games at their place. Now the test begins as they take the 2-0 lead on the road.
And you know, the first 2 games held the form, but now the series shifts. So this crowd is going to need to give them everything they can for an advantage. Even though this isn't a must-win, they need to play like it is because you don't want to be down 3-0.
To Markkanen. Parker. To Markkanen. Nothing going here on that drive. Markkanen. Simmons with the denial.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Bulls with the rock. Dunn to Markkanen. Here comes the screen. That's blocked by Johnson.
Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Markkanen. To Wendell Carter. Markkanen. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Nice finish at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Dunn to Markkanen. Dunn goes to the right side. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. It'll stay with Chicago. Levine. From long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Redick. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by J.J. Redick. Chicago possession. Dunn to Markkanen. Parker to Markkanen. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Simmons into the front court. Leads one. Markkanen with the stuff.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Levine gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Simmons. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Bulls with it. To Lopez. Probing the defense. And a chance coming up at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Fultz with the basketball. They're down 3. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Levine. And count the basket inside.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
To Fultz. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark. Parker with it. Leads 5. To Lopez. Passed it off. Count the basket at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Now whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Markelle Fultz missed his first. That one goes.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Second effort. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
McConnell to Fultz. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Lopez. Oh, nice find for the basket.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Stuffs it down with authority. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Bulls with the basketball. To Markkanen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not getting the bounce. Here's Simmons with it up top. Right now, down 7. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Mike Muscala at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it.
Good shot. Oh yeah, I like that.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Good shot, man.
To Markkanen. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Simmons to Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's 2 for 2 now.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not. And he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Embiid says not this time. To Simmons.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, Ben Simmons. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Simmons. Shot from the lane. Won't go. It's Chicago ball. To Markkanen. And finishes strong. Sixers call for time as he'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Fultz into the front court. They trail by 7. Markelle Fultz. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
For 3, knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
They'll get it down to Johnson. Off the assist.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Layup goes down. Well done.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Fultz. Beyond the arc for 3. It takes a lot to keep this young man under wraps. Markelle Fultz still scores.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Lopez to Chris Dunn. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Robin Lopez trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. One free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
To Fultz. Joel Embiid. The Bulls with the rebound. Bulls have it. And scores.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down. Dunn to Lopez. Blocked by Embiid.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Markelle Fultz. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Substitution being made in this one. Dunn. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Parker into the front court. His team on top by 8. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it. Deep three at the buzzer. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Bulls have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Chicago Bulls. The 76ers were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game prep. 3-point shooting. Player of the half.
Marketing.
Showed off his timing and athleticism with a lot of blocks. The defense he put on display requires the kind of effort that fans love to see from their team. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Chicago basketball. Dunn to Wendell Carter. From the outside, no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Levine. Markkanen. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Another follow. No good. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high up the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Wilson Chandler at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Chicago with the possession. Add 2 points to the board.
The 7th pick overall, Lauri Markkanen had an exquisite rookie season. ending the year all-rookie first team. Even Executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
To Zach LaVine, 4-3. Fultz there for the rebound. Nothing going here on that drive. Send it away.
Did you see how? Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Markelle Fultz. 5 to shoot. Got it.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To LaVine. Markkanen. No good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of them.
Redick. Now ready to shoot at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Amir Johnson has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 67%. Misses the first. Oh, he missed on a pair. Dunn to Wendell Carter. Simmons with the denial.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Amir Johnson, couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Dunn to Markkanen. Shot stopped by Embiid.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Simmons. Off the assist.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Bulls with the rock. Dunn to Markkanen. Great pass to set it up. Wide open look, won't go. Redick with it. His guys now down by a point. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on a regular basis, but still have the confidence to make them when you need them to.
Jabari Parker. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Ed, I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
Blocked by Dunn.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Chandler Hutchison at the line. Knocks down the first. Two for two on that trip. To Fultz. Lets it fly from long range. Off the mark. No good. Cruises inside for two.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Fultz. Fires the three. Markelle Fultz forcing that one there. Well defended. And count the basket. Oh, Carter.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Bulls have the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now 4 for 6.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Parker. Here comes the screen. Parker. To Wendell Carter. Has a chance. And the rebound comes down to Johnson. To Embiid. Stuffs it down with authority.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Fires the three. Not that time. He misses. McConnell. Easy path to the rim. Chicago possession. Why even?
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Parker. Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
Neck and neck. They couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Levine to Markkanen. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Shot by Markkanen, no good. Zach LaVine. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. but you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Simmons to Embiid. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. There's a pass stolen by Chicago to Chris Dunn.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Sixers have the basketball. Ben Simmons. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Zach LaVine. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Love the Browns had the
Cashes in for
toss.
2.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12
Brown-
triple-doubles, the second most by
The
any
Browns
rookie
are the
in
Cardinals.
NBA
Both
history.
of them are good.
Or was last year really his rookie
Both
year?
teams are good. The
We can debate
Cavaliers
that
are not
one later.
looking good this year, but the Cleveland Browns ain't looking bad.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Cleveland Browns
Ed, there's
will be
certain
looking
players
good
that when
too,
you
man.
look
With
at them, you
Baker
say,
Mayfield,
just something seems
you know,
slightly
they ain't
off.
looking bad.
But it finally seems like Jabari Parker is rounding back into form. Just remember a couple of years ago, he was averaging 20 points per night.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go Philly.
Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Pulled in by Markkanen. To Parker. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
You
The
better get
Cops
back
play
on D.
against
This thing is
Levin, but
not
the
over.
Browns play against Hugh Jackson.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping
Oh,
it
okay.
simple is the best way.
Okay, Sixers, we're about to take game 3. That's what I'm talking about. This was one of the hardest games we played. Game 3 and game 1.
Gets toughness
We're
right there.
gonna win our
Physical
third
inside.
game, man. We're gonna be
Gets
up
it to
3-0.
go.
Sometimes you hear people
I hope
give
we
all
can
these
get the
fancy
sweep on
breakdowns,
Chicago.
tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his
We
way
want to get
through
the
the
sweep
lane.
on
Not giving
Chi-Town.
up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Now the Bulls will take the timeout, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence.
You got a team that can play at least. Cops can't play for shit.
Yeah, the Cavaliers ain't looking good this year.
Who playing Bailiff TF?
Time to shuffle things up. Parker. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. Zach LaVine, 4 out of 7.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
Oh, well, we got 25.6.
Lane.
Block it. Okay, they're going to try to go for the three.
Count the basket inside.
Okay, 19.7.
That might have been a little bit easier than
19.7.
expected there, considering the
Okay, all right, cool. We got the
Now
foul.
the
That's cool.
intentional foul as they get it with a little under 20
All right, let's go
seconds left to
Sixers.
play.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a three.
How the Sixers doing so far?
The Sixers are doing real good this year. We got Jimmy Butler and another guy. We're doing real good, man. Sixers doing good. We're going to be better off this year than we were last year. I tell you that.
Zach LaVine. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
And now
Then
they'll get the
Nichols ball.
intentional foul. Free throws coming up with 15 seconds to go.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Zach LaVine doesn't have the touch. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Now whistle and a timeout for
7.4.
Philadelphia as they dig into their bag of tricks. Trying to draw up the game winner.
They're trying to stay alive. Oh, my God. They're trying to stay alive, the Chicago Bulls. Oh, man. Hey. Okay, maybe we can try to do something. Okay, well, we got 7.4 left. We either can drive the ball in or we can go for the three. Let's see what's going to happen. All right, 7.4 left. This is clutch move. Playoff time. Right there. Yeah, man, yeah.
Come on now, don't lose this like Jacksonville Zach Ward did on Sunday.
Shot for the tie. The Sixers
And the
are
Sixers
victorious.
take game 3
They've
in
taken a
clutch
commanding
mode
lead
from
in
the
this best-of-7
three-pointer.
series.
Let's go
3
Sixer
games
Nation.
done.
Yeah,
One
man.
victory left.
Yes.
For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers emerged victorious after a tight finish.
And whenever the game seemed to start slowing down, they came up with a block that would ignite everyone.
see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Bulls finished on the losing end of a close score.
And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Simmons read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
The first round of the NBA playoffs continues as we gear up for game number 4 out east. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Seated next to Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Sixers coming into play. They lead this finals 3 games to none. And the impressive win in Game 3 means they are well on their way to moving on.
And I'll tell you what, I am shocked. I mean shocked that we're here at 3-0 right now. I really thought this was going to be a battle. So now on the other side, this is a test about who you are as a basketball team. Do you have the resolve to fight back? Or are you resigned to the fact that this one's just about over?
Parker. Can't connect. It's no good. To Simmons. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
Bulls with the basketball. To Markkanen. Parker. To Markkanen. Here's a chance from long range. Embiid with the board. Redick with it. We're just underway in game number 4. To Simmons. And he's going to the free throw line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Dunn to Markkanen. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Simmons fires the 3, buries the trifecta.
And that's what this game is. As the game plays, you have to adjust on the fly. That delivers the element of surprise.
To Markkanen. Trying to cash in. Markkanen shot that misses.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Dunn to Parker. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Chris Dunn trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Into the front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it. To Parker. Rebound taken by the Sixers. Redick with it. Up by 6. 4-3. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And hits the first free throw. Second and 3 is good. Knocks down all three at the line. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Chris Dunn at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Can convert the free throw. To Fultz. Count it.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Chicago basketball. Dunn to Parker. Screen coming. Curling inside to Parker. To Levine. Got it.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Fultz with the basketball. His team up by 7. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Dunn. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Markelle Fultz. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Throws it up. Oh, blocked away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
McConnell to Fultz. Markelle Fultz. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Everybody knows the story about how Markelle's shot really struggled last year. I got the cure. It's called amnesia. Last year never happened. This year is the only year that matters. Let your game continue to establish itself, and your game doesn't have to be what it was before. It can have its own new dimension.
Hey, you got the screen right.
The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Sixers control it. Nothing going here on that drive. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're 1 quarter down in Game 4. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Fultz into the front court. The lead is 11. Markelle Fultz. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Cameron Payne at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Working hard on the glass. Joel Embiid. He's 2 for 2 now.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not. And he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
Blocked by Embiid.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Beyond the arc for 3. Off the mark. No good. Gets it in the right corner. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Markelle Fultz forcing that one there. Well defended. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. Fultz with the basketball. It's an 11-point game. Runner here won't go down.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
And the basket good at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
From the painted area, won't go down. LaVine, deep right corner. That's out of bounds off a Bull. New blood coming in for both sides. Simmons from long range, and it's good.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
A simple touch foul.
Parker. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs them the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Zach LaVine, 3 for 3 in this first half.
You know, when I think about Zach LaVine, I almost think about a high-priced sports car that is stuck in third gear. Now, the things he can do in third gear is off the charts. I'd rather have that problem than not have it. But it always leaves you wondering, what if we got this car to fourth, fifth, maybe even sixth gear? Now, that could be something.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Chicago possession to Markkanen. Now a steal by Philly.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Oh, Ben Simmons. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
To Markkanen. LaVine. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Redick. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time. To Zach LaVine. Driving right to the basket.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Missed that one. His coach cannot be a happy camper. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. We reached halftime here in Game 4. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The 76ers are up after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Bulls
Were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. And someone needs to step up offensively if they plan to win this game. Not a single player has gotten into double digits yet.
Game track. Bench points.
The Chicago Bulls were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Simmons
Has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was Cole?
Forget Cole. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. Shot from the lane won't go.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production. The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Parker into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Shot stopped by Embiid.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Simmons with a shot. No good. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Simmons with it. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. For three, had made his first three, but that shot off the mark. To Markkanen. Carter to Levine. Stuffs it down with authority.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Simmons. That's rebounded by Chicago. Won't go down. To Simmons. Fires the three. No good. Joel Embiid. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. An all-star for the first time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
Embiid, good for 2.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Cameron Payne at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw good. A three-point play. And they're back within single digits. Down by 9. Sixers have the basketball. Fultz to Redick. Lets it fly from long range. Great defense. Forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Zach LaVine trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Off the mark on his free throw. Redick with it. His team up by 7. Markelle Fultz. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Dunn to Zach LaVine. Dunn to Markkanen. Here's a chance from long range. They need something to go down. It's no good. To Fultz. Short jumper misses. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. That's blocked by Johnson.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Robin Lopez, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. To Levine.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Fires the three. It's no good. Shot's not going down. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
McConnell to Embiid. Can't connect from inside. Parker gets it in the right corner. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. McConnell. Beyond the arc for three. That won't go. Over to the right side. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go. Redick. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Robin Lopez. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Out of bounds the call. Off Robin Lopez. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Has a look. And a putback slam. Straight on three. At the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The 76ers have the lead. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Parker to Chris Dunn. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And in the age where all the focus and attention isn't on the one-and-done players, here's a kid who stayed for 4 years at Boise State. How about the evolution of his game? Freshman year, he averaged 3.1 points per game to his senior year, averaging over 20. Hopefully the same process continues with the Bulls.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
to Wendell Carter. From long range. And the rebound taken by Chandler. Fultz into the front court. Leads 5. Easy path to the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Embiid. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
The follow won't go either. To Fultz. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Nice finish at the rim.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Markelle Fultz to Embiid. And counted at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
The best basketball. And I know I'm saying this and I shouldn't be saying it because I'm calling the broadcast, but as a player and a fan, you know you tune in to the fourth. This is where guys earn their paychecks. This is where you see real fight and real hustle.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out to Redick. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Bulls have it. Dunn to Markkanen. Count the bucket for 2.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Dunn to Markkanen. Dunn to Markkanen. Chicago with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. Simmons with it. His guys leading by 14. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Simmons to Redick for 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
And this will be out of bounds off of Embiid. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Redick. Nice pass to set things up.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Simmons. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Zach LaVine knocks it down from mid-range.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it. 19-footer at the buzzer. He connects with the step back. Straight on 3 at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious. And they're moving on to the second round of the NBA playoffs. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers
have cause to celebrate tonight, but not too much. They have plenty work to do this offseason.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Bulls.
We're hoping for a different postseason future, but now it's about what-ifs of the past. The reality of the offseason is now upon them.
Check out the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.